gonna do something totally random. Random ASMR. We'll start with this. A tape recorder. Something recorded on 9/15/2008 on a Tascam 4-track cassette recorder. Here's the mystery music of the moment. Shuffling cards for the number 6. I'll turn that down because that's way too loud in the silence of the night. This is the number for you, 11 11 11 11 and 6. We'll move it over here like this. And my butterfly keeps falling off my finger. Eight, 11, 6, 8, 8. Thrift. The curtain comes down, evading the tax man at the sea. Can you see? A curtain comes down, evading fast the tax man at the sea. Uncle, he cries out, Uncle, where are you? I cannot see. It is dark. After midnight, the curtain descends. It is time to go home and try again. Another number, some more words. Another number for you. Let's try this again. Let us go and gaze into the glass ball. What do you see when you look into it? A man in red stares out at you. The same tune goes again. 25, 6, 11, 11, 11. The numbers for you, for me. You can choose. Let's see what this card has to say. Is it 3? Is it 21? No, it is 3. 3 for you and 1 for me. And let us see what is on the 3. Licorice whips behind the barn. They yell, obey. The year is 11, 1, 11. Behind the oak, a mystery appears. It is rig. It is a rig meant to exist in the now. Can you see? Peer through this glass ball, and you will know what exists on the other side. Always in motion is the light in this ball. Can you see? Can you hear the rustling of the leaves by the oak beyond the barn? Obey the number in the year 11, 1, 11, 6. This message is for you, number 34. Can you hear? A after midnight 440. chariot rushes in. The story quickens its pace. The story between two birds and a king sitting on a chair of light. The birds howl, squawk at the moon. And a man in red comes in to counter this other man in red, charging in. The chains rattle and shake. They whip about, flying around the room. It's hard to see after midnight when the sun sets in the red. It's hard to see the yellow, the gold you're sitting on. These birds, they know the moon is setting. The moon is setting on these two here. And rising is a fountain for the birds. These birds are thirsty, and this water flows forth from the cups. 3 of them united in celebration at the rising of the sun. Because the sun always rises after the moon sets in the west. Now let's take a look into this ball. Whispers, whispers into the silence. Can you hear the whispers? Sing. They sing like a man wailing on a guitar. And the dogs, the wolves, they howl. In loneliness, they howl at the moon. And let's take a look once again in these cards and see what else they say to you today after midnight, whispering into the silence of the moon. Let's turn on a light here and another light to illuminate the dark. Broad daylight, the light of the sun coming forth from the clouds. I should rewind that. I wonder if there's anything else on the cassette tape. We will see what else is there to play. In this fantasy I weave today after midnight. It's a game, can't you see? A game we all play. The imaginings of our unconscious mind, revealed right here for you to play. The rule maker, he has something to say. The rule maker is saying this right now to you. A lady standing between two cauldrons of fire, holding the spear, standing guard, standing ready to strike. And the adventure goes on. We are choosing the adventure at random. You can see a little shuffle here. And that wailing sound in the background. Another queen. A queen meets a queen. And an eagle flies in. An eagle flies in, hunting these birds. Which are you today? And now we have more cauldrons of fire, blending color into the sky. Color goes forth, yellow, the creativity of time, the purity of mind, the positivity, the peace, the innocence. That is the mood of the moment right now. But these two birds squawk at the moon in the sky. They, in their cave, look out upon the world of day. Let's see how else this story will unfold. A chain of rings, a chain of rings, green against a fiery background. Green, the interlocking of the world of the outdoors, the world of nature, the world of abundance is represented here, coming together like a chain link. Things to hold on to, things to know, to share with more than you two right there. And the story has one more chapter to know. Judgment. Judgment is upon you now. And let's take a look at these other words. What other words are there, you say? 11, 38, 6. And it is 6. On the sofa, you lay unique. An urgent feeling comes over you. An urgent request comes into your mind, laying there on the sofa, your face on fire, your face turns red with 7 swords coming out of the sky. A unique wind is heard outside, and you drink some more tea. You lay on the sofa, you put your feet up, you evade the pace of the storm on the TV right now. You hear, you listen to the sound after midnight. The number 6 is what you hear. The pairing of love, 6 and 6. And then the number 1 appears in your mind. Charcoal color, a tusk. Turn up the gain. A comet appears like a cob on corn growing out of the mud, and you get the urge to dance. Dance around the fire after midnight, telling stories about the great hunt of yesterday, that time when you were king on your throne with your queen, and that eagle flies in. That eagle flies in and sings to you under the moon. Echoes are heard in the night around the fire, and the pagan lady takes out, the gypsy takes out the ball and gazes into it. The singer of songs, and says this is the meaning of rock and roll. The meaning of rock and roll can be found right here in the number 4. 4. 4. That is the message for you. The number 4. Remember the number 4. And the oracle of this card once again comes into your mind as you drop rings from the sky, and they fall. They fall and land in a hand ready to accept them. These rings of power, these rings of knowledge of the earth. Your life will be one of abundant joy. Tomorrow is what you dream about after the number 4. And those two birds here in the cave of the moon, they are here to stay with this lone one and this thing in the moon cave. Only hints of light can be seen. Only hints of light can be seen. Good night. This was the Drama Hour. The theatrics from the 999 ASMR Tarot. I'm William James, whispering into the silence after midnight. Good night. Good night. Good night. Sleep tight and enjoy your dreams. Enjoy tomorrow, the abundance of green. Good night, friends. Good night. Good night. Good night. Like and subscribe.